Red light turned on. First race over 1300. Appellant the opening fave. Light blinking, racing, and Appellant was away fairly. Missing the kick there was Can't Recall One. Mashani Reactor began well, but going forward sidled. Likewise, Fool Say. Fourth, the inside is Enterprise Defence. Passed by Appellant the outside. Drifting back is now Wowzino, second last, and Can't Recall One's last of all. So Sidle's in front. Second now is Fool Say. And third is Mashani Reactor, followed by Appellant, working up into fourth. A length and a half to Enterprise Defence. Fifth on the inside of Wowzino. Last of all is still Can't Recall One. So Sidle's in front by 3/4 here. Second, Fool Say. Third is Mashani Reactor. Fourth, the outside is the race favourite Appellant. Further back to Enterprise Defences. Third last on the rails, about 3 or 4 lengths off the leader. Second last is Wowzino, and Can't Recall One's a length and a half away. 4:50 left to run, and Sidle's in front. Second, Fool Say. Sliding up there is Appellant 3 wide. Nearer the inside is Mashani Reactor. One from the outside is Wowzino. Enterprise Defence is trying to squeeze through. Right down the outside is Can't Recall One. Appellant has now grabbed the lead, but here's Can't Recall One on the outside, and shortly afterward, Can't Recall One had loomed up and grabbed the lead and broke clear by a length and a half. Running home well as well, Zeno, but a very impressive Can't Recall One. And Can't Recall One's won it well from second, Wowzino. Third will be Mashani Reactor, I reckon. Close up was Enterprise Defence Appellant, followed by Fool Say, and Sidle dropped out to finish at the rear.
Well, sailing home down the outside, Can't Recall One. Number 3 getting the money in the opening event on the card. The first starter beating another first starter in Wowzino. And the favourite there, the favourites not quite in it, have been upstaged by a couple of first starters. So we're just waiting confirmation of the details on the opening event. Can't Recall One, trained by Stuart Kendrick, ridden by Robbie Dolan, very patiently at the back of the field. And he's been able to finish best and score. He'd had the one public trial, finishing third behind All Inclusive, who was really impressive, winning last Saturday. You can see Robbie Dolan popping a couple behind the saddle, and he extended beautifully there over the final part. Wowzino running on strongly from back. Third going to Mashani Reactor, fourth to Enterprise Defence, and then Appellant the favourite weaking out of it to finish in fifth after seemingly having a nice run. As we have a look at the head-on, turning into the straight, you can see the grey clearly last, and just inside him there is the runner-up Wowzino, and they make their runs together right down the outside. Time 1:17.87 for the 1300, 1:17.87, 35.46 was the sectional time. That's leader to winner, so this horse has come from last probably 4, 5, maybe even 6 lengths off them at the 600 metres mark. We might get a quick word from Stuart Kendrick. It is a stable that is absolutely hot to trot at the moment, with another Metro winner. Congratulations to you, Stuart.
Yeah, thanks, Michael. It was impressive, actually. I just said to Robbie, he's trolled up well, and he's a horse that's going to want further, and I said just let him find his feet early, get him out into the clear, and see what he can do. And yeah, he put it sort of beyond doubt pretty quickly.
You're being a horse by Reliable Man. Has he surprised you a little bit, being as forward as what he is?
Oh, he's taken a lot of work. He's been in the stables for a while, and Sarah down at Hinterland did a lot of work with him early days and sent him up to us, and then we ended up having him in and out of the farm a fair bit and just getting a bit of education into him. So the penny sort of dropped with him, and obviously today he sprinted very well.
Will you continue on with him this time?
Oh, look, I'll just have a chat to the owners, see what they want to do with him now, and I think he's obviously a horse with plenty of potential, and as I said, as he gets over further, he's going to be pretty impressive, I think.
And what about Enterprise Defence? Dewey running fourth there?
Yeah, mate, look, nothing worked out. It'd be interesting to talk to Jimmy. I mean, that horse has been working terrific and just never really had that sort of clear going, and I think he sort of needed to have that clear air the other horse had, because he's a big striding horse and he was sort of getting bumped all the way up the straight. So I think he's going to be a really nice horse next prep, and we'll let the dust settle, have a look and see what we do.
Well, Robbie, Can't Recall One. What were you thinking going into the race with this guy today?
I thought his trial was okay, although he trialled behind a couple of decent horses. Van Dyke's 2-year-old that won, very impressive last week. Kendrick's flying at the moment, and I was quietly confident.
Did he give you a good feel up the running coming from last?
He did. I thought he, first starter over 1300, you normally assume they'll get over a bit of ground, so I popped him out with the intention to give him a squeeze and slowly get up there, and once I gave him a squeeze, he hit the front way too soon and like a deer in headlights, but he was pretty impressive.
Well done.
Thank you.
But the favourite Jungle Prince here for Ryan Maloney, drawn 2 from the outside. So red lights on, they're racing. And in gate 2 there, Texas Fireball began well, rolling through as New Joy, and Jungle Prince out 3 wide, pressing on. 4th is Bilpa Maria. And then we've got Been All Over going forward ahead of Kenshin Maru, and He's for the Girls has gone back to the tail. So New Joy's in front, 2nd Jungle Prince, and working up into 3rd now has Been All Over. 4th the inside is Bilpa Maria. Further back to Texas Fireball the outside, and they're clear by 2.5 lengths from Kenshin Maru on the inside of He's for the Girls. So Jungle Prince in front now, led by 1.5 lengths from Been All Over, working up into 2nd. 3rd is New Joy. 4th the outside Texas Fireball, and further back to Bilpa Maria. 2nd last is He's for the Girls, and last of all is Kenshin Maru. So Jungle Prince heavily back lights in front by 2.5. 2nd the inside is New Joy. Been All Over is handy. 3 lengths away to Texas Fireball. Further back to Bilpa Maria. 1.5 lengths to He's for the Girls, and Kenshin Maru still last of all. So Jungle Prince at the 800 metres markers in front by 1.5 lengths. 2nd's Been All Over on the outside of New Joy. 4th is Texas Fireball, but about 4 or 5 lengths off the lamplighter. Next the inside Bilpa Maria. Further back to 2nd last is He's for the Girls on the outside of Kenshin Maru at the 550. So Jungle Prince there by 3/4 from 2nd. Been All Over. New Joy's on the inside. Further back to Texas Fireball, lasing out 3 and 4 wide, and next the inside is Bilpa Maria. But Jungle Prince at the moment travelling okay. 2nd the outside is New Joy, looming up now. Running home is Texas Fireball. Bilpa Maria's making some ground, and right down the outside is He's for the Girls. Jungle Prince, New Joy, He's for the Girls down the outside, runs home well. Texas Fireball likewise, and further back to Bilpa Maria. There's 4 across the track, but Texas Fireball grabbing the lead late, and Texas Fireball has won from New Joy, He's for the Girls, and Jungle Prince, followed by Bilpa Maria, and then Kenshin Maru and Been All Over dropped down to finish at the rear.
Well, it was all happening there, 100 metres to go, didn't know where to look. Texas Fireball has been strongest there, defying his pedigree. He's just dour, and he's just worried them out of it. New Joy, big step up in distance, gets 2nd. He's for the Girls, backing up after 7 days, good again. Jungle Prince probably going a little bit keen in the lead. He wasn't pulling as such, he was just strong with that big bold stride that he's got. He hasn't been beaten all that far, but Texas Fireball finishes ahead of him again, and it looked a little nasty early for the grey because he wanted to be reasonably handy, and I think he might have got a bit of a squeeze up and threw his head in the air a couple of times, and then the pace was on when Jungle Prince rolled on, and he got into a lovely rhythm. Took him a long time to win, Bernie, but he's been able to show plenty of courage. We're just having a look at the turn into the straight there, and he got knocked off his stride there when New Joy was desperate to come around the heels of the leader, so he's overcome a bit of a bump and he's got the cash.
Oh, just a fabulous win, Maxie, when they're all abreast like that. Jimmy Orman sort of just putting the stick away, did he? No, actually, he still had it out. Just puts it away the last couple of strides and he pulls away. Sadie Smith is here to have a chat on behalf of Matt Dunn, and I bet this horse is Mr. Popular at home.
Oh, very much so. He's definitely a showstopper wherever we take him. He stands out in the crowds, and brilliant for him to come out and win today. He came here 2 weeks ago, came 2nd, and we've bumped him up a class and a bit in distance, and he gave us a bit of a run for his money. I thought, he was bumped a couple of times. I was thinking he might not get there, but he just carried on going, and brilliant, yeah.
It was very much a grinding win, although dominant just inside those last couple of strides. I presume he's sort of looking at stretching him out to a little further down the track?
Yeah, I believe he could get up to 2,000. Every time he's stepping up, he's handling it better and better. Every time he comes to the races, he's maturing. He looks great. holding himself, in his form brilliantly. So we're very happy.
Sexy Texy, as I heard the owner call him. Beautiful.
That's his stable name, and he definitely deserves it.
Great stuff. Good on you, Sadie. Well done to Matt Dunn and his team. Texas Fireball takes out race 2. 4 beats 5, 2 and 3. All right, let's have a chat with our winning jockey, Jim Orman, now. And Jim, this horse, is he as beautiful to ride as he looks?
Yeah, he's lovely to ride. Beautiful looking horse. Pretty cruisy to ride, good gait, and Matty had pretty simple instructions just to get some cover, and that worked out good. It was a good gallop, and we were too strong.
He was just slightly keen when there wasn't a lot of tempo, just sort of passing the mile. Jim Byrne was just trying to sort of come in a bit, and I just wanted to hold my spot there. But then once the speed pushed into the race, it worked out nice. Obviously, being 3, we're heading towards Winter Carnival. Everybody's sort of putting their foot or hoof in the water to see if they can run a derby. What would be your thoughts on that sort of trip with him?
Yeah, well, look, I like the fact that he gets into a beautiful rhythm, so that's a tick. Matt Dunn knows exactly what he's doing, so I'm sure that might be the path he's looking to go towards. So once he got in he gets a nice rhythm, the horse, so I don't see why not.
Great stuff. Well done.
Thanks, Bernie. Quickly.
Celestial Soul about to go in for Ricky Jamison, and the field is now right. Light turned on for the 3rd. They're racing. And away well was Hold On Honey. He's in front from Celestial Soul, and 3rd Fetch on the outside. A length and a half to Mashani Sniper. Further back to Red Ruby, and Charge On's last of all. But Hold On Honey's in front by a length and a quarter. 2nd Celestial Soul. Fired up 3rd as Fetch on the outside of Mashani Sniper. Further back to Red Ruby, and Charge On's a length and a half away. So Hold On Honey's in front inside the 600 by a neck, and 2nd Celestial Soul slipping up into 3rd as Mashani Sniper on the inside of Fetch, now easing out 3 wide. Further back to Charge On the inside of Red Ruby. Hold On Honey, 400 metres left. The run's in front by a length, and 2nd Celestial Soul. Not much room for Mashani Sniper. The outside is Fetch, and Red Ruby's out wide of it. Hold On Honey's going well at the 200 metre marker. Dashed away, Hold On Honey. 2.5 in front for Mashani Sniper. Red Ruby's on the outside. Fetch is drifting back, but it's all Hold On Honey. And Hold On Honey's 1, 2nd Mashani Sniper, and 3rd across the line Red Ruby, followed by Fetch, who tied late, and then Charge On and Celestial Soul at the rear.
Well, he was too fast, Hold On Honey. His great speed has been able to land him comfortably in the lead. Celestial Soul just didn't quite have his speed anywhere near it. Put a bit of pressure on him after a couple of 100 metres, though. Mashani Sniper has run on well. Did a great job there. Sniper under the 59 kilos. Red Ruby had a chance. She was on the back of Fetch. Fetch was too keen there. She needs to take a chill pill there to just relax a little bit in behind. If she doesn't have a lot left at the end. But Hold On Honey with a really good first up record, just simply too fast for them. You see there Mashani Sniper trying hard under the 59. The winner only had 53. He's got 59, so kudos to him. And then Red Ruby on the outside. Bernie?
Yes, O'Day hoisted with 3 runners. They ran 1, 3 and 4. So let's have a chat now with winning trainer Matty Hoisted. They all ran great races, but this guy was just able to monopolise up in front.
Yeah, as soon as he was able to jump and take control of the race, knew he was going to be sort of pretty hard to beat. It was only if he was going to cop a little bit of pressure that might mean he was vulnerable late, but CJ was able to rate him perfectly, hold him together as long as possible, and he's given a really good kick, so he's showed he's come back and he's in for a good preparation.
Red Ruby went winless last preparation, but she looks back now.
Yeah, she does. Look, it was sort of that last preparation off a big break. We probably never really saw the best of her, and after her last spell she's done really well, and as said, she's on today's efforts. I think even once we get her out to 1200 we'll really see her going close shortly.
And Fetch, she was okay. Is she going to be up to this grade?
Yeah, obviously probably a little bit keen in the run. Be interesting to see Kyle's comments on her. She's probably coming to the tail end of her career. She might be ready to be a mum sooner rather than later, and on today's efforts maybe that might not be too far away.
Terrific effort though by the winner. Enjoy the win.
Cheers, thank you.
Yeah, there he is, Matt Hoysted. Steve O'Dea, they trained the winner here. Hold on, honey. He was the favourite. And Julie Salutes. 2 beats 1, 6 and 5. All right, let's have a chat with our winning jockey, CJ Graham. She rides another winner today here at Eagle Farm, this time for O'Dea Hoysted. And that looked pretty push button.
Yeah, very push button. I was a lucky pilot that got to steer him today. They've obviously turned him up here in tremendous order and just had him more than ready to go, and he's made a mess of them.
Yeah, and he just loves being able to monopolise that lead too, doesn't he?
Yeah, I was unsure whether I was going to end up outside Celestial Soul leading it, but that was quickly sorted within the first couple of hops. He's so speedy out the gates, and he really enjoys being able to control the race, and that he did. It was a super win, and yeah, really pleased to ride a winner for the team.
Yeah, well done.
Thank you.
Right to Rana. Attendance in with Harold the Great. Now we're right there racing. Flying Joy began brilliantly. She's jumped in front from Disputed River. Clyde is rolling forward. Likewise, Ain't He Grand out wide on the track. And Harold the Great, third last out 3 wide. Ahead of second last is Oakfield Wallaby. And Deniliquin has gone back to the rear. So Clyde's in front now. Second's Ain't He Grand. Back to third away from the fences, Flying Joy. Fourth, the inside is Disputed River. Further back to Deniliquin on the outside of Oakfield Wallaby. And last of all is Harold the Great there, dawdling in front here. Clyde the leader by 3 parts. Second's Ain't He Grand. Third is Disputed River. And Flying Joy fourth, the outside, 1 out, 1 back. A length and a half to Oakfield Wallaby on the inside of Deniliquin. And last of all is Harold the Great. So the rider of Deniliquin there, Michael Rod, he wasn't happy. He's gone forward quickly and has taken the lead now. So in front of Deniliquin by a length and a half. Back to second, fired up as Clyde. The outside there is Ain't He Grand. 2.5 lengths away to Flying Joy on the outside of Disputed River. And further back to second last is Oakfield Wallaby. And Harold the Great is last of all. So it's in front, Deniliquin by a length and a quarter now. Second's Ain't He Grand. Third, the inside is Clyde. And further back to Flying Joy, Disputed River, Oakfield Wallaby, and Harold the Great last of all, about 5 or 6 off the leader. 1,000 metres left to run. And it's Deniliquin here by a length and a half. And second's Ain't He Grand still third. Clyde further back to Flying Joy. And then Disputed River on the inside of Oakfield Wallaby. And Harold the Great's a length and a half away at the 800 metres marker. So Deniliquin here by 3 parts, and second's Ain't He Grand on the outside, getting a wee bit closer. Working up into third, Flying Joy going forward 3 wide. Clyde is fourth on the inside of going forward as Oakfield Wallaby. Second last is Disputed River on the inside of Harold the Great as they bunch up. They've got about 450 left to run. Deniliquin, Ain't He Grand, and Flying Joy third out wider. Clyde is looking for the way clear. One from the outside as Oakfield Wallaby. Harold the Great is right down the outside and weaving through as Disputed River. It's now Ain't He Grand, the leader, coming through. Clyde running home well as Disputed River on the outside. One from the outside is Oakfield Wallaby, but Disputed River has grabbed the lead with 100 metres left to run. Oakfield Wallaby's a length and a half away. Clyde, Ain't He Grand, wide routes Harold the Great, but he's airborne, Disputed River, and he's won again. Photo second, either Clyde or Oakfield Wallaby. Harold the Great or Ain't He Grand, followed by Deniliquin and Flying Joy.
Well, he's won again, Disputed River, adding to the holiday coming up for the Kendrick family. They bought this horse knowing that they're going away this year overseas, and he just keeps putting money in the pocket. This is remarkable. He's been ridden patiently in his last 3 starts, and he just keeps on keeping on. There was a host of horses there for the minor spots, but Disputed River, ridden by Jake Bayliss for Stuart Kendrick, gets up at $5 and $1.80. Now, Clyde is in a photo. I think Oakfield Wallaby is there. I don't know what was going on with Clyde. He led early, then he took hold, then he pulled, and then he was running up behind them and hanging, coming towards the bend. And he's in this photo for second. Oakfield Warrior Wallaby on the outside might get it just ahead of Clyde. 80 Grand the inside, and widest there, Harold the Great. So we'll just get these numbers. Here we go, 8, 6, 4 and 9. 8, 6, 4, 9 are official. Disputed River has been a real winner since coming to Stuart Kendrick Stables. He's a 5-year-old by American Pharaoh, and that's his 3rd consecutive win. Eagle Farm Doomben and back to Eagle Farm today. Certainly in career best form right now. As we head
Outstanding win by the Holiday horse. Disputed River, bought to win races, to pay for a holiday, which I'm not sure where this holiday started off, Stu, but surely it's New York, Milan, Paris and London now.
I think so, Bernie. We've probably gone from Noosa and we've sort of gone a little bit further north. Now we can just keep going. But look, he's done a great job. Jake rode him a treat. I mean, he's really got a good feel for this horse since I think he's been on him now for 3 wins and a second, and he's done a great job. But yeah, he's just thrived, this horse. We were just saying before the race, he's just smashing his feed 10 and went out on the water walker for a few days, came back in, he was feeling too well, so we gave him a little gallop on Thursday and away he went again. So, no, he's done a great job, so a lot of fun.
And a masterful training effort, I might add, what you've done with this horse.
No, thanks. It's been good. I mean, as I mentioned last week, he was a little bit of an immature fella early, and the guys at home have done a great job. Danny's done a lot of work on him, takes a lot of pride in doing it, and done a great job with him, that's for sure.
All right, we're going to have a chat to winning jockey Jake Bayliss now. And as Stewie said, he just knows this horse inside out. He's got such confidence in him. And another great win. You're looking like a Cheshire cat here, like you're stealing this money. Well done.
Yeah, thank you, Bernie. Look, obviously they sort of tried to stack and rack early, and then Michael whipped around and put a bit of speed in the race. And
Thankfully,
and we got, we were in the box seat, and then we got shuffled back to second last on the fence, and we were sweating on a run, but I just knew to sort of turn a foot he's got underneath me, so I was banking on that, whether we got a run or not. And when we got a bit of daylight, yeah, he let rip.
Yeah. He's the holiday horse. Are you trying to get in on the holiday?
I'm going for sure, yeah.
Good on you.
Cheers.
Market says it's 5 Naval Trader. Racing. Naval Trader was away fairly. Renouf away brilliantly. Going forward is African Daisy 3 wide. Winston Smurfield is right up there as well. Coming over from out wide is Hell of a Dancer. Further back to Patton on the outside of Improving Now's Naval Trader. They're clear from Siren Rock, Centre Stone. A long way back is Texas second last, and last of all is Hard Raver. In front, Winston Smurfield. Second's African Daisy. Renouf is third, and fourth the outside Hell of a Dancer. Naval Trader fifth on the fence, and further back to Patton. A length and a half, Texas Centre Stone. They're clear from second last as they swing down the side, Siren Rock, and last of all is Hard Raver. So Winston Smurfield by a neck, and second's African Daisy. Third, Renouf on the inside of Hell of a Dancer. A length and a half, Naval Trader. He's fifth on the fence, about 3 or 4 lengths off the leader. Patton's over on the outside there, followed by Centre Stone, and then Texas, and further back to Siren Rock on the outside of Hard Raver. 400 metres left to run. The inside Winston Smurfield, joined here by African Daisy. Running home as Hell of a Dancer. Weaving through as Naval Trader. Renouf is still there. Patton runs home down the outside, and further back to Centre Stone. The inside Winston Smurfield. Out wide Hell of a Dancer. Driving through late as Naval Trader. Patton's on the outside. We've got Hell of a Dancer out wide. Winston Smurfield. Photo. Hell of a Dancer or Winston Smurfield. Close up Naval Trader. Followed by Renouf. And then we had Patton, Centre Stone, Texas Hard Raver, Siren Rock, and African Daisy at the rear.
Winston Smurfield and Hell of a Dancer. Here we go. Here comes the line. Oh! Dear, oh dear, it's a tighty. Now, we just need to get the minors as well. I think that's Patton there in third, is it? Then number 6 by the looks of it, Renouf. Oh, no, sorry, we'll confirm that shortly. They rolled on there. All right, so it's very close here. Winston Smurfield, the leader. Hell of a Dancer was all out. She kept on strongly. We've got this rail out plus 7 metres today, so it's not that easy to tell when we're trying to line up that white line, but there's obviously nothing in it here. Naval Trader close up there between them. Yeah, he gets that third for sure. And then I think Patton. So has Hell of a Dancer on the outside on that? Or is it a dead heat? I don't know. Let's head downstairs. Let's head out there to Bernie. We're looking at the concluding stages, Bernie. Winston Smurfield tackled by Hell of a Dancer and Naval Trader between them.
All right, thank you, Maxie. We're still waiting. Natalie McCall and I out the front. It's very, very close. Natalie, what are your thoughts?
I don't know. It's 50-50.
Would you be happy with a dead heat?
No.
I like your style, lady. And it's Girls' Day Out. Why should you have to give in?
Exactly. Nikita and I deserve it on Girls' Day Out, don't we?
Absolutely. And what a brave effort. I don't know whether he's won or not, but if he has, he's led all the way. And she did get away with some pretty cheap sectionals.
Yeah, he's pretty hard to get past when he's in front. About the 100 out, I thought he might run third or fourth, but he's done a really good job and kicked back. So hopefully he's got his nose down.
You know, the longer this goes, the more likely we're looking at a dead heat.
Dead heat. It's a dead heat.
It's a dead heat. Well, congratulations on the win anyway.
We'll take it.
We'll take it. It's kind of what you've got. It's kind of what you've got to take. A dead heat or second, you'd be happier with the dead heat. So numbers aren't in the box yet, but we have been told here over the PA. We're looking at a dead heat. I'm looking at the Chief Steward. We're looking at a dead heat.
Yeah, they're saying dead heat.
Dead heat, yep. Okay, so 8 and 9. And then we've got 11 back in third, which was your favourite Naval Trader, and Patton in fourth. All right, we do have a dead heat for the 5th here at Eagle Farm, but hey, it's Girls' Day Out, so we've got to talk to the lady rider, trained by, of course, Natalie McCall, strapped by a woman. It is Girls' Day Out. And look at Andrew Mellion. We say congratulations, but it's Girls' Day Out, mate.
Oh, well, I'll let you take it from here then, Nick.
Well done, Nikita.
Thank you. No, it was really good. He's obviously had his little moments in the past, and all credit to Nat because this is her horse and she's persevered with him for so long and she absolutely loves him and he loves her. I've said that in a previous interview before, but my God, he's tough. Like, he wants a trip. He won over 14 on a Saturday meeting, so kudos to Nat. That was really well done.
You did a great job yourself. You snuck across ever so softly, almost stopping there in front. Well done.
Yeah, I got away with a couple of cheapies, but I thought they would declare him war a little bit early, but good to get over the line first.
And on Girls' Day Out?
And on Girls' Day Out.
Go the girls. Well done.
Thank you.
Bit of gear flung out the back there. Light still blinking. Racing now, and Transatlantic out wide was away fairly. Millie Arenze pinged away. Going forwards Unleash, and landing third is Victoria Rock. Going forward, Quarantine Dreams on the outside. More Love in fifth, and further back to Who Ordered Fish on the inside. Quathquan's out 3 wide around Sir Leonidas, and getting a long way back there is Dark Tangent. Likewise, Real Wild on the rails. Now Transatlantic's gone back to second last over on the outside, and Petersham is last of all. So stablemates and top 2 on the betting, second last and last down the side, and Millie Arenze's in front. Second's Unleash, and third is More Love, and further back to Victoria Rock on the inside of Quarantine Dreams. Sir Leonidas and Who Ordered Fish on the inside of Dark Tangent. There's one out 3 wide, 650 left to run over on the outside there. That is Quathquan. A long way back, Transatlantic still third last, about 6 or 7 lengths off the leader, and then we've got Real Wild, and Petersham's at the rear at the 400. Millie Renze's in front, second's Unleash, and third the outside is More Love. Running home well, Quarantine Dreams, weaving through as Who Watered Fish, and a Transatlantic's about still 10 lengths off this leader. Millie Renze's in front by about a length and a half here. A wall chasing Millie Renze. Coming home late is Who Watered Fish, and late is Victoria Rock. In front, Millie Renze. Millie Renze's back a winner from Who Watered Fish, Victoria Rock and Quarantine Dreams. And then More Love, followed by Petersham. Transatlantic never in it. Then we had Quoth Quan, Unleash, Dark Tangent, Real Wild, and Sir Leonidas at the tail.
Well, Millie Renze has got up from the front all the way. Who Ordered to Fish, Victoria Rock back in third placing. So Quarantine Dreams does get that fourth number one. So there are the full list. Place getters 9, 17, 8 and 1. Millie Renze for Samantha Collett leading all of the way there at $26.30 and $5.10. Where were the favourites? They were way back in the field. First of all, notice Petersham goes straight back to last. She's finished widest there, and just inside her, the favourite Transatlantic, who ended up second last in the run, and from there just had it all to do from back in the field down the outside. But it was Millie Renze rolling along in the lead, and she's been too good for them for Brian Wakefield, Bernie.
Yeah, Maxie, this is just fabulous. One for the battlers here, trained by Brian Wakefield, a really family run affair. She showed a lot of talent as an early horse. So, all right, let's have a chat with winning trainer Brian Wakefield now. And Brian, wow. I know you always liked this girl. She started her career with a bang, and now she's back.
Yeah, it was lovely to see her get left alone there today and just roll along in front. That's the way she likes to, just get into a rhythm, go through her gears. And I was a little bit worried about 100 out, but she stuck to her guns, and a lovely ride from Sam. It was fantastic.
On Girls' Day Out.
Girls' Day Out, pink colours, it was an omen. You got the right shade pink on too, Bernie.
I know. I should have been in her corner. Well, I've always been a supporter of hers, actually, particularly early on. What happened in the middle stages?
She's a mare that's just had little problems here and there, and she can be a bit of a head case at times. I'm not
strong.
She is, yeah. If she's determined and she puts her mind to it on the day, she'll keep going. But she does have a mind of her own. And just like quickly say too, we lost one of our good mates that was in the horse, Roy Pugh, a couple of months back, and he was a great supporter of mine. And he loved this girl, and he was kicking her home for us today. So we love you, Roy.
Yeah, absolutely. Roy was there, that's for sure. And Brian, just on Eagle Farm, she looked as though she loved the place.
Yeah, she's only had the other one start there that she was a bit disappointing. She ran into Alentia here one day in her Class 1, so... But she was disappointing, and she did have a little throat issue, which she had to have a minor surgery done. It was only a minor thing, but it certainly wasn't helping her. And we gave her a spell and brought her back. But, she's been running second and third. She certainly deserves it. And, it's just fantastic that we're all here to share it.
Go and get a photo. Well done.
Thank you.
All right, there he is, Brian Wakefield. As I say, runs a neat, small stable. He's actually my neighbour. Well, his horses are my neighbour. And Sammy Collett, she just gave this girl a great ride. Brian turned around at great order, owned by all the family. So real family-run affair. And Sammy Collett would get such a thrill for that. I think she's been the ambassador for the club on Girls' Day Out here today. And we'll grab her for a quick word now. Well done. What a day to have a win, and what a girl this one is.
Well, yes. She causes me many a headache on many a fast work morning. I don't know if Brian told you that, but I have a real love-hate relationship with her. I love to hate her, but she put it all together today. She's been promising that for so long now, but she's been up at Caloundra where we've sort of been left in front. She loved having the rail to bunny up to today and the good draw. She's been working really well, and she was able to do enough,
Great ride. Well done. Enjoy the win.
It's the pink colours, Bernie.
It's the pink. It's all about the pink.
Light turned on. Differential's been well tried. Gate number 1. The gates open, they're racing. Differential began okay, but drifting back. Barista Sister and Campe, the first couple. Campe taking over. Working up into third is All a Bent, followed by Starry Eyes. And there's going forward Magnus Bellagio 3 wide. Ahead of What a Sham. Further back on the run to Strapazzi. A length and a half to Trey Porty. Next the inside Differential. Who's a long way back. Second and third last on the inside as they make their way down the side on Evocateur is last of all, about a length and a half away, but Campire's dashed away, led by 5 lengths here. Second is All a Bent, third is Barista Sister on the inside of Magnus Bellagio, 3 wide Strapazzi around What a Sham, then Starry Eyes, Caribbean King has been wide, Differentials on the inside of Trey Porty, and Evocateur's last of all, so Campe at the 350, in front by 3 lengths here, second's All a Bent, third the outside is Magnus Bellagio, back near the inside Barista Sister, weaving through Differential, down the outside Strapazzi runs home, Campe's in front at the 150, look at Starry Eyes driving up the inside, bursting through as Evocateur, the outside Differential, Evocateur's in front, Evocateur has won from Differential, Starry Eyes, Barista Sister, followed by Trey Porty, Strapazzi, Campe, Caribbean King, All a Bent, What a Sham, and the last one as they go across the line was Magnus Bellagio.
8, 20, 10 and 15. Evocateur. Talia Fenlon claiming 3 kilos. Trained here, of course, at Eagle Farm by the master, Barry Lockwood. Got all the favours today with the draw, the claim. Nice and fresh, and Talia gets a Saturday winner on the CV. Differential, very good again, stepping it up from a maiden to a benchmark 70. And the one that was stiff was Traporti. He was about to put in a winning burst, the 5 on the outside, and then completely got knocked down. So he'll have to keep for another day. But Evocateur, he hadn't had a lot of luck last preparation. There was a start or two that he had a few excuses. He did get a win here, so he certainly settled into life here at Eagle Farm at Barry Lockwood's Bernie very well, and he gets the win today.
Yeah, absolutely fabulous, isn't it, for this fellow to be winning here today, Evocateur. Barry Lockwood, some very, very happy owners here today. He had trialled up really nicely behind Contemptuous, actually, and as you say, Maxie, had the good draw, had the 3 kilos off, and just a great training effort to produce him here. He had a short spell. We hadn't seen him since December. Just waiting for EJ or Barry to come down and have a chat with us. We are running slightly short of time as always, so hopefully they arrive shortly. 1:09.78 the time there, and your numbers are 8, 20, 10 and 15, with 13 back in 5th spot. So who have we got here to chat to? Oh, here we go. Sable Foreman, EJ Vincent is in town, and that was a great win. You've got a happy bunch of owners here.
Yeah, no, it's fantastic. Great bunch of owners, and Shakira's favourite horse, so even better.
Obviously, he had trialled up nicely behind Contemptuous prior to this.
Yes, no, he did trial beautifully, and he's had a lovely freshen up, and I thought it was going to be a hard luck story for sure watching it, but no, enough speed in it, and it worked out well.
Yeah, sliding through late. Obviously, good gate and 3 kilos are always a big help.
Big difference, yeah. No, very happy.
Enjoy the win. Well done.
Thanks, Bernie.
All right, let's have a chat now with our winning jockey, Talia Fenlon. And Talia, there was a bit of ducking and weaving going on, and you got the victory.
Yeah, definitely. The speed was on, and he likes just being out the back cruising through him. When we were going, I knew I had a horse underneath me. It was just a matter of if we were going to get the run or not. It was a little hairy there for a few strides, but the gap opened and it took it fantastically, and it was a great win.
Yeah, once he got through, once he saw the light, he charged.
Yeah, definitely. I think that's, by watching his replays, the best way to ride him. Sucked up runs, and I think it was a great win by doing that. Thanks.
Go and enjoy the party.
Thank you.
Just waiting for Mullane. Now we're right, racing. Mullane away well, likewise our Magnus, and there's Kanazawa going forward quickly. Hits in front now, going forward is also Prime Asset, outlawed out 3 wide on the track, followed by our Magnus in 4th. Mullane is now 5th on the outside of drifting back as Ma Baby. Jayanti second last, and last of all Princess Tenko. So Prime Asset's got the lead, seconds outlawed, back to 3rd Kanazawa, fired up there as Mullane. He's 4th over on the outside of our Magnus. Further back on the run to Ma Baby. Jayanti's out 3 wide, second last, and Princess Tenko is last of all. 600 metres left to run. Prime Assets in front on 1 rein by ahead. Seconds outlawed. 3rd Kanazawa. Mullane 4th on the outside. Further back to our Magnus and railing through Princess Tenko. Second last is Jayanti. Ma Baby's at the rear but making some ground. 350 left to run, and the leader now is Kanazawa. Seconds outlawed. Prime Asset, our Magnus. Mullane 1 from the outside, and further back to Ma Baby, but Kanazawa's in front at the 150. The inside, our Magnus is finishing well. Kanazawa lifting as our Magnus. Kanazawa, our Magnus lunging. Won't get there. Kanazawa has won from our Magnus, and Ma Baby 3rd, followed by outlawed Prime Asset, Mullane, Princess Tenko, and Jayanti's pulled up at the rear.
Kanazawa up out of the gates fairly quickly, up on the pace there, with Prime Asset, who obviously jumped a little bit better today and has just lasted a score from our Magnus. And then Ma Baby might get that 3rd spot ahead of Outlawed. Mullane, what happened? He wanted to over-race a little bit early, but he really hasn't given much of a kick at all. He just trucked up on the outside, but when he pressed the button, there was 0 in the fuel tank by the looks of it, and Kanazawa has kept up a strong gallop. He'd been threatening to do this for quite some time since coming up here, Kanazawa, and finally on the fresh side today, he's been able to do it. Our Magnus, ever so courageous, getting that 2nd spot. So there they are, 10, 7, 9 and 12, race 8, Eagle Farm.
All right, another O'Day Hoisted winner here in the shape of Kanazawa this time. So let's have a chat to winning trainer Matt Hoisted. And Matt, he has proven to be rather elusive on his day, but not so today.
Don't think that Eagle Farm straight ever been as long as it was today. Yeah, as you said, look, he's got a hell of a lot of ability. It's just being able to get that out of him. It was with CJ's claim, we thought we'd take use of the gate. We know he steps well, and thought she executed the plan to perfection, being able to get across easy and get a nice sit, and just sort of waited with him. And it was just going to be a matter if he was going to be genuine late, and thankfully he was. He deserves a win, and great for the Ladbrokes boys that have given us this horse. We thought we would have been able to knock over a win before today, but hopefully he can gain a bit of confidence from this and be able to sort of go on with it.
What has been the problem previously, do you think, with him?
I think just giving 100% really, because we know he's got the ability, but sometimes doesn't really want to give his all. But look, he looks a different horse this preparation. He was carrying better condition. He looks better in the coat, so I think he's come back better, and hopefully he can continue that form this preparation.
It'd be lovely if he could put a couple together.
Would be. So hopefully he can take a bit of confidence from today, and this is probably his go around here, and he can still sneak into these sort of Class 6s with a bit of weight relief. With CJ gets on with him really good, and glad she was able to get the job done.
I mean, he's not an overly big horse, is he?
No, he's not. You don't need to do too much with him. We only gave him the 1 trial and the 1 run at the 1,000, and you probably just got to keep him happy now. He can be a little bit cranky, so keeping him nice and happy, and hopefully he can keep racing well.
Are you in charge of the owners today?
Thankfully, Mr. Munsey's taking care of them today, so we'll sneak up and have a drink, and luckily we got one in the last.
Good luck.
Cheers, thank you.
All right, we're going to have a chat now with CJ Graham. She's on fire today. That's her 2nd winner already. Well done. You speared this horse out of the gates today.
Yeah, he jumped so well, and I think that's where we won the race in the first 200, and we were going awfully slow, but he's not one to lead on, and once they did eventually cross, he settled beautiful, and when that horse rolled off, I didn't expect him to accelerate as quickly as what he did. He accelerated super quick and was really tough to the line. The key to him today, so well placed with no weight. I just don't think he carries weight, but just wrapped to ride a double for the team.
Well done.
Thanks, Bernie.
and the light turned on. All in for the 9th. Oh, Meet Piatti up in the air, but back down again. Set now, they're racing, and Sharp Dazzler was away third. Meet Piatti came out last. Away well was Grand Meteor out wide in front from Booting Up as West Oak. Three Gongs is handy as well. Drifting back as Sharp Dazzler now. He's only got about 3 or 4 behind him. But Grand Meteor's got the lead. Second now, Three Gongs, and third is West Oak, and fourth the outside is Magic Island. Further back to Miss Sharp Blue. A length and a half Lasaro on the inside. And then coming Crimson Warning. Might be 3 wide, Sharp Dazzler there. Further back in the field to Meet Piatti, who's back second last down the side, and last of all is Hyde Park at the 800. So Grand Meteor's in front, second Three Gongs, 2 lengths away third West Oak on the inside of Magic Island. A length and a half to Miss Sharp Blue on the inside of Crimson Warning. Sharp Dazzler creeping forward 3 wide, about 5 lengths off the leader. Meet Piatti's on the outside of Lasaro, and last of all is Hyde Park getting towards about 5 or 6 wide now at the 400 metres marker. So the outside Three Gongs and Grand Meteor the first couple. Up into third is Magic Island. West Oak is further back. Sharp Dazzler is running home right down the outside, and further back to Crimson Warning. The inside kicking Grand Meteor. Here comes Sharp Dazzler down the outside. The favourites lengthening now. Here he comes, Sharp Dazzler. Reels them in out wide. Grabs the lead. Comes away like a promising galloper. Sharp Dazzler by 2. Second maybe Magic Island. A lip ahead of Grand Meteor and Photos. Then Meet Piatti, followed by Miss Sharp Blue. Three Gongs, West Oak, Lasaro, Crimson Warning, and Hyde Park up the rear. 3.
Well, that didn't look too good, did it, folks? If you're on him, if you're having your last on him there through the first 600 metres. He did draw a bit of an awkward gait and was always going to require a bit of luck. Look at that big stride that little horse takes. He's getting a bit of a cult following, this fellow. He's only had 3 starts here at Eagle Farm, and he's won the lot. Similar to that, back and really charging home down the outside. Just waiting for the minor numbers to go up. Pretty close for second and third there. I think Magic Item will get that second, then Grand Meteor, and then Meet Piatti, who went up at the start. But the right result, everything that could go wrong went wrong through the first half of this fellow, but he knew what he had to do there. He got to the top of the straight and he said, it's my turn now, and CJ pressed the button and he's put a gap on them over the final part. So that's his third victory at start 13. He's really getting his act together now. He also had to come back in trip 2 from 16 to 14. And Texas Fireball, whom he beat comfortably last start, came out to win early today. So he pretty much picked himself, the little guy, Bernie.
Oh, Maxie, that was just extraordinary. Talk about a horse with a will to win. As you mentioned, everything went wrong. I can't wait to hear what poor CJ's got to say about that. But at the end of the day, Maddie, she just had to suck it up and be 3 deep and just relax on him, and that's what she did.
Yeah, look, it obviously wasn't our plan to sit where she ended up, but it was no fault of her own, and she rode him like the best horse in the race, which is what he was.
She tried to get a spot, he jumped well, she tried to tuck him behind. They were pretty keen to kick up underneath her. They identified her, obviously, as the favourite, and they weren't going to give her any favours.
Yeah, which is smart by everyone else, really. But the horse is flying at the moment. He's got the biggest will to win. Had 3 people before the race comment on how small he is. People don't obviously realise he's tiny. But, you know, the horse is on fire and it's really exciting.
Enjoy the win.
Yeah, will do. Thanks, Bernie.
Little horse, big heart, big engine, a.k.a. Michael is his nickname. And the favourite home, Sharp Dazzler here in the 9th, 2, 8, 11 and 5. All right, there is another treble for this young lady on Girls' Day Out as well. I can't believe it. Just goes to show, CJ, sometimes everything can go wrong and you can still win.
Yes, when they're good enough. He definitely pulled me out of a hole there. I was pretty worried, I'm not going to lie. He's never begun that well in his life. He just began so well, and I was just posted everywhere I tried to go. It just wasn't happening, and I just had to cop my medicine and cuddle him. But I was thinking to myself, he can't win from here. So he won, and the way that he done it, these horses just improved in lengths and bounds every time he stepped out. And no, I'm just very grateful to stick with him, and hopefully we can continue the good relationship.
Oh, I'm sure you will. We're all commenting on how short he is, but he's got a big stride.
He's got a massive stride. He's very comfy. I think that's why he does like to get to the outside and get a bit of room, because when you do press the button, he really lets down. And yeah, super win from him. I have quite a soft spot for little Michael.
I noticed the second favourite wasn't going to be letting you in.
No, fair play. I'm just lucky. This horse was so well prepared today, and good effort dropping back to the 1400. Yeah, just wrapped.
Will to win, isn't it?
They've got to have a will to win. That's what I said to Ange cantering back. I just said, how did this horse win? And it just goes to show, if they're good enough, they can do that.
Well done.
Thank you.
Good line. Oceans are final favourite. They're racing now. And away well was All's Fair. Bella Tavaci. Kinetic is going forward as well. Up into fourth is Schmoozer, followed further back by Lady Ladar. The second at Port C. 3 wide Nippers Nightcap around 5 Crowns. A length and a half Seneschal. Now the favourite Oceans R's gone back to second last. Last of all is El Denari. So Kinetic's in front. Second Schmoozer. Third is All's Fair. Fourth the outside Bella Tavaci. Fifth is the second at Port C on the inside of Lady Ladar. Further back to 5 Crowns. Might be 3 wide there. Nippers Nightcaps on the outside of Seneschal. Oceans are back second last, about 8 or 9 lengths off the leader. And still last of all is El Denari. So down the side, Kinetic's in front by 3/4. Second Schmoozer. Third is All's Fair. Fourth the outside is Bella Tavaci. A length and a half to the second at Port C on the inside. Creeping forward is Nippers Nightcap. 3 wide. Likewise, Lady Ladar 1 horse away from the fence. A length and a half 5 Crowns. Outside Seneschal. Oceans are still second last out 3 wide on the track. Spots the speed about 6 or 7. El Denari's last of all at the 450. Schmoozer outside Kinetic. And then we've got 3 wide as All's Fair. Near the inside Seneschal. Running home down the outside is Lady Ladar. Likewise Bella Tavaci. Just in behind those a second at Port C. Oceans R's the widest down the outside. They're stretched across the track. Seneschal driving through. Schmoozer the second at Port C down the outside. Runs home well. We've got Schmoozer, Seneschal the second at Port C out wide. Seneschal the second at Port C. Oh, the second at Port C. I think it's got up to win from Seneschal and Schmoozer. Lady Ladar followed then by El Denari. Then we had Bella Tavaci, Oceans R, Kinetic, Nippers Nightcap, All's Fair and 5 Crowns at the rear. Yeah, the second at Port C.
The second at Port C, winning first up and second up, coming with a big, strong run in the straight for Damien Thornton and Jack Bruce. Seneschal was getting through a la last start. He might have reached the lead for half a stride, and then it was just the bob of the head to the second at Port C on the outside of Seneschal. Schmoozer was a bit keen there. He got to Kinetic when they turned into the straight, went for home. He's battled on strongly. Wonder what might have been had he drawn an alley, and then he's had to take hold of Lady Ladar late there, number 14. Maybe second to Port C shifted in a little bit. We'll learn more when we have a look at the head-on vision there in the home straight. But that's been a good performance up in grade. This mare by Churchill hasn't been with Jack Bruce all that long, and is 2 for 2 this time in, winning at Doomben first up from a similar draw, and then right down the outside today. Oceans are the widest runner. Looked a chance at the 250, but then sort of plateaued out. Now, Lady Ladar, we're just seeing he had to sort of take hold of her. She shifted out very late there, was getting very close to the heels of the winner.
All right, Jack Bruce takes out the last race, so let's have a chat about this fellow. The second at Port C, obviously has been in pretty good form anyway. Were you surprised at all by the win today?
No, not at all. We thought on the last win, she just keeps improving and she's taken the next step up. And today, Jack thought it might have been a bit more difficult, but she put her best foot forward and got the win.
It's not easy to win back-to-back races, is it?
Especially in town on a Saturday. No, it's not, but she's in a good headspace at the moment and, she's going really well.
Is this sort of a pet trip for her, do you think?
I think so, yeah. No, I think we keep her at that for a while and just see how she goes. And she seems to like it. And just Damien gets along well with her as well, and so we'll just keep the combination going.
Yeah, that's 2 for 2 at the moment.
Yeah, correct. Damien knows her well, and the boys from High Calibre, they love him as well. So just keep them together, I guess.
Boss is away. You're doing a marvellous job.
Well, yeah, every time he goes away, we get some winners, so we can keep him away.
Enjoy the win.
Thank you very much.
What a way to end the day, Damien, with a nice winner, obviously coming hard and late. Did you think you were going to get there?
I wasn't sure, if I'm being completely honest. I thought I could, but I could also very easily get beat at the same time. But she's going really well. She's sort of found a groove since coming up here, and especially this prep, and Jack and the team have sort of figured her out and done a really good job with her. So, this is her prep to shine, and I think she'll be even better at 2,000 metres, to be honest.
Oh, that's interesting. A benchmark 68 today. To what level is she giving you the feeling she might get to?
It wouldn't surprise me if you sort of see her run around the stone races like they had earlier in the day, those sort of higher rated races over a bit further. I think that could be her go. She relaxes really well. She finds the best rhythm and she's great to ride. So to me, she feels like she'll be much better over the longer trips the further we get into the prep, but at the moment she's quite sharp, so I think it's a problem for Jack.
Indeed. Enjoy the win.
Thanks.